Welcome back to my freaking podcast. This is the new mic setup for today because I am pissed and I just need both my hands. We're about to have a major fucking crash out like you've never seen before on my fucking anything. And in advance, I know I'm gonna have a ton of editing to do for this video because I'm gonna be cussing and I'm gonna see like I'm gonna like cut it out a little bit. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do, but okay. So you know what? Let's start here. Let's start here. Um, I hate making things that I post political. I hate making them religious. Like, those two things are things that I generally won't talk about. I'm going to try to make this the least amount of political slash religious slash anything as I possibly can. But I'm genuinely so pissed off. It's Monday right now, as well as Inauguration Day, as well as Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Which that combination to start off with, if you know, you know, like, what the is going on today? What the fuck? This genuinely is gonna be one of the days that goes down in history as one of those things you read in like social studies or like history class where your jaw is just like dropped on the fucking floor and you cannot pick it up. I remember so many presidents I would read about in fucking history where I'd be like, what the were these people voting for and what the fuck was this president thinking? Like, I literally, oh my gosh, like, I'm not gonna name names because, again, I want to keep the least amount of political that I can, but like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, anyway, so how's my day going? It's like 10 a.m. right now.
The time is 10:40 a.m.
It's 10:40 in the morning right now. I literally, you know what I normally do when I wake up? I get up, make some breakfast, and I go watch vlogs on YouTube or I watch food videos. Like, I don't know the fuck I watch, okay? But it's like easy watching, like, I'm 18 and I'm watching a fucking vlog, okay? Sue me. That's what I do when I wake up in the morning. And while I'm eating my breakfast, I watch people vlog and I'm like, this is lit. You know what I did today? I woke up and have never been I've never been to church a day in my life for like any kind of like mass or like prayer or anything. The only time I went to a church was like when I was in like Girl Scouts or something and I had to fucking volunteer for the church. Like that and like a funeral one time. Literally the only two times like situations where I've gone to church for any reason. You want to know what I did this morning? I fucking got up and I was like, I'm not watching the presidential inauguration, first of all. I'm not reading anything about that shit. And I haven't even read anything about it and I'm already this mad. So you can only imagine what the fuck is going to find out when I read the damn articles about what the fuck he said. Anyway, I woke up this morning and I was like, I need to watch Mass. I need Jesus. Like, something in my head was like, I really need God to like fucking help me right now. Like, I've always believed that like God was real, but I've just never been to church or anything because that's not something that I grew up with at all. Like obviously my dad wanted me to have the decision to like choose if I wanted to be religious or not. But I fucking woke up. I literally just finished, like, not even like maybe 20 minutes ago. I finished watching a 40-minute long fucking mass. Like, and I sat there and I listened because I was like, I literally need help right now. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on anywhere. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And we're gonna talk about TikTok in one fucking second. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck is gonna help me feel better. Like, my head is fucking spinning. I feel like my brain's gonna blow up. Let me insert a video of me on fucking, what was it, like election day when they were counting the votes. Like, that was me. That was me right here. This is me right there. I was like actually tweaking because are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are we joking? Are we joking? Are we joking? Is this real life right now? Is this real life? Genuinely, is this real life? Like, do I actually see people genuinely rally for this person? Do I genuinely see like the oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I watch Mass and I'm really genuinely like I think I need to go to church. Like, I think I need to go to church and like get baptized right now. Like, that's actually how I feel because I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. I don't know why it's happening, and I'm terrified because I have already, like, it's a natural human thing to have a fear of like uncertainty, but like when it's genuinely like so many things are low key like inevitable right now because of what is taking place, like I don't know what to do. Like, and I bet so many people are feeling this way. Like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. How many times can I say that in a video? I don't know, but I'm genuinely tweaking out right now. Like, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, I literally can't believe that this is real. I don't accept this. I don't. But it genuinely, it's like is real, you know. So I can't even like I can't do anything about it, and it's making it so much freaking worse. Like, oh my gosh. Enough of that. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the TikTok ban. So leading up to this TikTok ban, I knew that it was probably gonna come back, like even for a short period of time, because TikTok helped politicians such as the president of the United States currently today on Monday, January 20th. They ran their campaigns on TikTok a lot. Their campaigns grew a lot because of TikTok. They campaign on TikTok. I don't really know about the security concerns like that, but I feel like if TikTok genuinely went away, that would ruin so many people's lives. Because that shit built like small businesses. That shit makes people money for doing like lifestyle videos and eating videos. And so many people um, left their jobs because of their earnings on TikTok. They were able to leave their jobs and like live a life that's better for them. And there's this one specific creator. His name is Justin Chopolis. I think that's how you pronounce it. He does like food review videos and cooking videos and whatnot. And he has a daughter, and he before was like I think he did like construction work or something. So he was like working really long hours, and he has said so many times that like he doesn't really like back then he didn't really get to see his kid, and now he moved like to a different state, and I think he co-parents or something, but basically he's been able to see his daughter more, and he's always like filming videos where he drives across the country to pick her up and then drives back home. And without TikTok, like that, he would not be able to do all that stuff, and he wouldn't be able to like spend as much time with his daughter. And that story like really just, I followed him for like maybe 2 years at this point, and like just like his story is just like really, if TikTok was gone, that would be really sad. You know what I'm sure? It's the same for a lot of people, like that same situation where like you're kind of screwed if you don't have TikTok anymore because that's your how you make money. Um it's just really sad if that were to go away. And another thing is that TikTok has so much like there are so many communities on TikTok. Like I'll use an example of like my life and how it helped me a little bit. So when it was like 2020 and it was like quarantine time, I knew that I was like not that I was gay, but that I think I knew that I liked girls at least. And I also grew up very like I guess you could call it like tomboy dressing. Like I would wear gym shorts and like t-shirts like, and I never really understood why, and I always felt like I was kind of like an outsider, and like I didn't understand why I was the only one dressing like this and why I only felt comfortable in clothes like this. And being on there, like there was a time in 2020 when like everything was like so crazy and like so cringy, but like I can't lie, that really changed my life a little bit because there was like so many gay lesbian TikTokers that I would see their videos, and uh it really like I would see like people dressing more like masculine, and I felt so much less weird, like, and I started allowing myself to like express myself more through my clothes and dressing more like the people that I saw on the internet and feeling more comfortable in myself just because didn't feel like I was the only one doing it anymore. I felt like I was a part of a community and I was like them, and that was okay because they're freaking blowing up on social media. Everyone loves them, so what's wrong with me doing it too, you know? I felt way better about myself. And I also met two of like my really close friends through a TikTok. It was like really dumb, but it was like some girl. Well, it was like a giant friend group at once. We were all like in an Instagram group chat, and like only me and those two friends that I'm talking about like stayed friends because the rest of them were really crazy. I can't lie. Like, I I'm not gonna get into it, but basically one of the girls posted something about if you want to get added to an Instagram group chat, comment your like Instagram. So then I did, and I got added to it, and we would all talk, and it was fun, and we would like do Zooms and stuff. Like it was just like quarantine, like peak quarantine, like that's what we were doing. And yeah, these two friends stuck with me for it's been like 4 years now, which is crazy. And it's so weird that like we kind of grew up with each other. Like we've never had any problems or anything. It's just always been like really chill friendship. But we literally grew up together for 4 years till now, and that's like crazy that it came from a freaking app. And we don't even actually know each other in person. It's just like always texting or calling, or we would do Zooms before, but now we all are freaking busy because we are older now. But it would just be really sad if the app genuinely had to go away, which I do have a kind of a feeling that's going to, or that it's just going to change too much to the point where I'm not going to feel like I want to use it anymore, which that's kind of already how I feel. So on the night of the TikTok ban, it was like 7:30. I'm like I'm like it was the night before Christmas. On the night before the TikTok ban, I no, on the night of the TikTok ban, it was like 7:30 and it all started glitching, and I'm texting these two friends that I met through TikTok, and we're like all like having a moment and like being all sad that it's gonna go away. And like I think I speak for a lot of people when I say like we were genuinely bored the next morning. Like but then okay, I was so sad because I before this I screen recorded all of my and I like saved all of my videos that were like important to me that I had on there, like videos of my cat or my dog or like anything like that. And so we're all like sad, and we're like, what the heck are we gonna be doing? Like how like you can't just open your phone and scroll on TikTok anymore. And then the next morning I was on Instagram Reels all morning, and then about like 10 a.m., literally 10 a.m., the fucking app came back. So literally what was that like 15 hours, 14, 15, I don't know, I'm not going to count right now, but it didn't even last a full day. And I knew it because are you like they're just going to say bye like that? And then like the fucking message that they put up was like crazy, and then the welcome back message was crazy. They're thanking the president of the United States or whatever. But now the thing is this. The president gave TikTok like a 90-day extension to figure shit out with them. And they're saying that TikTok can stay in the United States if the United States can own 50% of it. You tell me how you feel about that. Here's how I feel about it. The government wants to fucking control. Okay? The government wants to control. And I don't fuck with that. I don't like it. I get a life. Worry about your own. So I don't know. Like once I saw that message when the app came back, I kind of was like, I don't even want to use this app that bad anymore. Like it is good for a lot of people, but if I'm currently not making any money and I'm not getting too much exposure on it either. So if it's really not in my best interest, I'm not going to use it. Really, like I'm just not because again, I'm terrified of what's to come. Like genuinely, I feel like the next 4 years are going to be so chaotic, and then the years after that when like the next president comes and has to like refigure out this, because there are a lot of things that have been claimed to happen that I don't know if they can even do, but it's just really crazy that they would even want to do that. This is going to send me into my next topic, okay? And this, for some reason, is a very controversial topic. So, here we go. We're going to talk about immigration, okay? We're going to talk about immigration because this shit's also pissing me off. Starting maybe a week ago, you know what the ICE is doing? ICE is in Bakersfield, California, which is like where all the fields are and all the farms are and all the farm workers, which farm workers happen to be mostly immigrants. So here we go. Immigrants work on farms. Farms, what do? Farms give us food. Farms, food. Okay? If you have a bunch of farm workers, you have more product to sell, which means you can charge less for them because you're making more. Okay? If you have 5 farm workers and a fucking like 100-acre farm. I don't know how big farms normally are. If you have 5 farm workers and a 100-acre farm, it takes you much longer to get that product off the farm, like to harvest the crop, okay? And then it takes you way more time to, let's say you have like one truck driver or one person who can take the food to where it's being distributed. You have 5 farm workers because you got rid of the rest of them because they were stealing your jobs, okay? You have 5 farm workers left. It takes them forever to harvest the crop. You have one truck driver. It takes them forever because they can't take that much product. They're not producing that much product. They can't take that much product. Your whole farm is making no money. You have no money to like give the water to the fucking plants. You have no money to get fuel for your tractors and shit, which means you have to up the cost of your product in order to keep your business running, okay? And what happens when you up the cost of your product? You up the cost of your product, that causes what? What does that do? That is inflation, okay? Because you have less workers. Obviously, I just explained the whole fucking thing. You have less workers and you can't push your product out like that. Like, look at the price of eggs right now. I don't know if it's across the United States or if it's just in California, but a carton of 12 eggs right now is like $8 or $9 at fucking Walmart, okay? Walmart is the cheap, like, that's where you get like cheaper eggs, okay? Or like cheaper anything. Walmart is the place to go. If you're buying eggs at Walmart that are $9, that's like twice the price of a normal carton of eggs, which is like $3 or $4 for 12. I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay? And you know why the price of eggs is going up? It's because of bird flu. A bunch of chickens are dying from bird flu. And what does that mean? So that means if you had 10 chickens that were laying eggs, you now have like 3 chickens that are laying eggs and they're producing less eggs. You have a bunch of shit to pay for, like their food and whatever the you need to pay for. They're laying what, like, I don't know, 3 eggs a day. We'll say that. I don't know how many eggs chickens lay in a day. Let's say they lay 1 egg in a day. You're going from 10 eggs a day to 3 eggs a day. It means you're producing less, which means you can give less out, which means you need more money because you need to invest in getting more chickens so that you can make more eggs for the people. Like, and okay. Where am I going with this exactly? Is this like, why do you want to get rid of workers who are providing your fucking food? Your food. Like, they are working tirelessly. I don't think their wages are that fucking high. They literally are working so that you can live your fucking life, so that you can go to the store and buy a fucking tomato for 50 cents, like, or a fucking lime for 10 cents. Like, do you realize how quickly that can go up? Like, okay, anyway, so the fucking ICE, which is like immigration, like the people who like detain people to deport them, they are going to Bakersfield, they're going to Oxnard. Those are 2 places in California where there's hella farms, like hella farms everywhere you go, okay? They're going to those places, they're looking for fucking immigrants, they're profiling people, And like fucking Walmarts, I'm not even joking you. They're going to Ross and they're going to Walmart and they're going to like Mexican stores and they're fucking going to the farms, bruh, and they're fucking talking to people and trying to get all their fucking information out. I seen this video of a Walmart that was fucking empty in Bakersfield because people are scared to fucking like these people have families, okay? Can you imagine being a child and being like and your parents being like you can't leave because I might never see you again and I can't leave because I might never see you again. Like, do you realize how terrifying that is for a child? Like, let me put this into perspective, or not into perspective, but this is one of the situations that happened in my life that I was fucking terrified of. Doesn't really have to do with immigration because my fucking family is documented. But here we go. So one time I was in elementary school, and when I was in elementary school, my dad would do my hair every day, and he would tie it up in a bun and a ponytail so I wouldn't get head lice. Okay, one day he's in the middle of doing my hair, and someone knocks on the door, and we're like, "Who is knocking at the door at this hour?" Because it's like school time, so it's like 7 in the morning, and I don't remember if me and my brother followed my dad to the door or what happened, but we went over there and there was a cop and she started saying something about like my dad or like my mom or something. And I was batshit. Like I was literally crying and I went to the bathroom and I was fucking hiding and crying because I was like, they're gonna take me to my mom. They're gonna make me live with my mom and they're gonna take me from my dad. I've never been more scared in my life. I was crying and I was like, I don't want to go with my mom. I don't want to go with my mom because I don't want to go with my fucking mom. Are you kidding me? The idea of being taken away from my dad or like my dad being taken from me, same thing. Like, I don't know what I would do with my life. I cannot imagine these children like fucking scared of their parents having to leave the country and go to a different country where they came from. Like, that is actually inhumane. I don't understand that. I don't understand why you want to do that. I don't understand why it's so important for that to happen because it's literally just going to cause inflation. Most people who are immigrants work the harder jobs, like blue collar jobs, like farm jobs, like jobs like that because the rich people don't want to do it. So many immigrants work as like janitors, they work as house cleaners, they work as farm workers. It is so rare for them to be in a career that needs an education because they came here, they left their life wherever they came from and they came here because it was so fucked where they came from that they don't care if they have to work at a farm for 12 hours a day. Okay, that's how bad it is where they came from. And for so many American people not to have some like compassion or like empathy or sympathy for these people is so insane. And you want to know something? America was literally like they wanted to be independent so that they could be a sanctuary for people from other countries. They wanted people to immigrate to this country because they wanted to help them. That was the whole fucking point. That's the whole point of the United States is to for people to come here and get help and get a better life. And now you want to take them away because it's causing crime, as if like everyone else can't commit crimes too. If we every race fucking immigrated at some point to get onto the United States, like everyone, because we were not all born on this fucking turf, like on this fucking soil. Not all of our ancestors were born on this fucking soil. So what the fuck? Like, do you want everyone to leave the country and then you have nothing left? Do you want just houses and dirt and no people in it? Is that I don't understand what we're trying to do here. Like, what's the goal? What the fuck is the goal? Because you want to lower crime rates and you want drugs to stop coming in. Like, who are the people buying the drugs? Let me ask you that. Who the fuck are the people buying the drugs? Why would they be bringing drugs inside? Okay, I'm not saying it's right to bring drugs anywhere because they're fucking illegal, but people are buying the drugs. Americans are buying the drugs. And who does that make a fucking criminal? both of them, a fucking American is equally as responsible for the fucking crime as the person who's brought the drugs in. It's like I have to fucking explain this shit to a fucking third grader. Like, it's literally simple. It's literally simple. You get rid of people, things get more expensive. What do y'all not understand? Like, and so many people think that inflation is gonna go down, it's gonna go down. Girl, it's literally like, oh my gosh, like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? I think I have to end this because I genuinely can't think about this for a second longer. Like, I think I might just, I don't know. I'm done talking about this for now because I'm getting fucking heated and you know what, it has to come out at some point, but it'll be in therapy. So let's talk about what I'm doing this week. So today is Monday. I have the day off work because I have to go get an MRI thing done for my wrist finally. They've canceled on me, what, like 2 or 3 times? And so I was supposed to get this, I think originally it was like November, I think. Something like that. And then I went in, and then I had just gotten this piercing, so I still don't know how to take it out, but they wouldn't let me do it. Even though it's titanium, they wouldn't let me go through the machine because it was metal. I don't know. So I had my appointment in October to see with an orthopedic specialist to see what was wrong with my wrist. And I haven't talked about any of this yet because I don't know what's going on yet. So it's been October, November, December, January, and it's almost the end of January. So it's almost been 4 months that I've been trying to get this freaking MRI done. So I'm kind of glad they didn't cancel on me today, but I'm also really scared that it's going to hurt really bad. I think it's supposed to, but I'm not sure. So first thing I'm doing today is I'm going to go see my piercer, and I'm going to get a retainer put in this so that way I can get the MRI done without them bitching at me. And then the thing that I'm getting done, so like this is my wrist that's like bad. This side of my wrist, there's like a ligament or something here that they think is torn, and they think I have to get surgery for it. I don't have my splint on right now because I just got out of the shower and I don't know, I forgot to put it on. But anyway, this wrist is the one that's messed up. Basically, what I have to get done is they need to like inject my hand. I think they're gonna put like a something to like make it not hurt first, like with a fucking needle. But then they're like injecting contrast into my joint, so it has to go pretty far down. The needle has to go pretty far down, I think, because it has to get to like the joint of my wrist, which I don't know how far down that is because I can like feel it, but I don't know how far down they need to get for it to like, because they need it to spread into my hand pretty much, so that way they can like, it makes it like light up and glow and shit, so that way they can see all my ligaments. So they're gonna do like a bunch of X-rays to make sure the needle's in the right place. Then they're gonna inject it, and then I have to get the actual MRI. So I should be in there for doing all this stuff for maybe a good hour or two. Hopefully it's quick. Hopefully it doesn't hurt too bad. I'm really nervous actually. And they told me I can't eat for 2 hours before, which I'm not sure exactly why because it doesn't really make sense if they're just injecting shit into me. I don't know why I can't eat, but I guess I'll find out. Wish me luck. I'll probably talk about, I might have the results of it by next week to do the next podcast, and I'll probably talk about my wrist then. I don't know. No promises because I don't know how long it takes to get results from that. It might be a really horrible day for me, and it might be a really good day for me. Things will depend on whether I need to get surgery or not. If I do, I'm gonna cry and want to die, and if I don't, then I'm gonna be happy. But I still know that there's obviously a healing process that I need to go through, and I know that there's a lot of steps I'm gonna have to take to make myself better. But I'm willing to do it because I need my wrist to work. Like I haven't spent a day without a splint on, like the whole day, or a brace on the whole day since like October, before Halloween. I don't know, it's like mid-October probably. And I have no grip strength in my hand. I like literally, I don't know. So I'm scared for that. And then tomorrow I'm also off work. Anyway, I did want to let you guys know that I am going to change my podcast upload day to Tuesdays just because I feel like Fridays isn't really working because my work schedule is always like I always work on Friday, and then Thursday I also have things to do, and it just makes more sense for it to be on Tuesday because that's like my actual only like really free day normally. So we will be moving to Tuesdays. I If you listen this far, I appreciate you, and I hope not that you're about as mad about this as I am, but I hope that you can find some peace in knowing that you're not alone in feeling crazy and feeling scared, and just know that there's always hope, okay? Like, I just screamed at the camera for like 30 minutes, but I'm hopeful that something is going to happen that makes it less unbearable and makes it easier to like go through, whether it be like me actually listening to mass every week or like me just finding ways to cope, like songwriting, stuff like that. I hope that you guys can find something as well that can help you through these next few years or hours or however long it might affect you. I appreciate you guys for listening to me scream and then calm down and then scream and then calm down and then I don't know. This was like my most unscripted podcast by far, and it does seem to be the longest one as well. I wish you guys all the best, and I hope nothing gets too crazy. I will keep talking about my feelings in my life as it goes on. I appreciate you guys for listening, and I will see you next Tuesday. Peace out.